Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your host T with Woke Pop Culture. How are y'all doing today? I am back at it again with another video, but in this video, I'm going to be bringing you beauty content. Thank you so much to everybody who has left really sweet comments about my hair across social media platforms. I really appreciate that, and I'm super excited to show you guys how I achieve that blowout myself at home. So I'm going to start off by showing you my scalp routine. This is my hair. It's dirty right now. I did a sweat session yesterday. I'm all about sweating it out because I was diagnosed with damp heat by my Chinese medicine doctor. She gave me some acupuncture and I was telling her my symptoms, and she said, "You have damp heat." And I believe that has caused my issue with dandruff. So that's why I'm using this scalp product by Ion. I love this product. I use it on a dry, dirty scalp, section my hair with a rat tail comb, and I massage it in. Once I stopped eating gluten per my diagnosis, my hair started feeling a lot better. I have struggled with maintaining length because my hair has felt like super dry and my ends have been just looking crispy and dry, and I'm like, why is that happening? And it's because of the food, the red meat, the alcohol, the gluten, the dairy. It's just been too much. So this is me washing my hair. This is after a wash. I washed with Design Essentials peppermint and aloe shampoo. I use that first for my scalp, and then I follow up with Kerastase Bond Extensioniste shampoo, which is to help strengthen your hair and keep it growing. I follow that with Paul Mitchell, the conditioner, gentle conditioner, and then Bedhead's Resurrection Level 3 Damage Conditioner. I mix those two together, and this is my hair with conditioner in it. I let it sit in a processing cap for 20 minutes. No dryer. I don't have a hooded dryer. I wash it out, and then I put in a little bit of Kerastase's Elixir Ultimate Serum. I section and detangle my hair with a wide tooth comb or like a detangling comb. I use 6 sections. The clips that I'm using are from Walmart. I love these clips. And then I use a round brush from Dry Bar. Now this is where I'm going to slow down and really get into technique. So I have 6 sections in my hair, and then I half those sections while blow drying. It is very, very important to use the round brush like a professional, right? So you need to be starting from underneath the hair. That's how a professional does it. That's how you get that bounce and that movement. Not just blow drying down for smoothing, but blow drying underneath the hair for again, volume and movement, and just, you want it flowy and free flowing. So I have my blow dryer on the hottest and fastest setting. I also recommend, I'm smoothing it there. I also recommend letting the hair air dry a little bit for the best results. Do not blow dry on soaking wet hair. Let the hair air dry for about 5 to 8 minutes. And then go ahead and start blow drying again, hottest and fastest, because you want the hair to be already kind of in a drying process, so that way when you hit it with that blow dryer, it makes it even easier to get it dry. You want to really get the roots dry. Use the tension method. As you see me here, I'm not just combing the whole time or brushing the whole time. I'm holding it in a position to where the hair is stretched, and then letting the heat just hit it to, again, minimize tension, like overly brushing. I see Dominicans do that too much. They have a problem with just pulling and pulling and pulling, and I don't know where they get their blow dryers from, but they use some hot blow dryers and they just pull, and that's just too much. I just don't think my hair needs that. I don't know about your texture and what you got going on, but I know for me, what they did to my hair was crazy. So again, tension method. Using a nozzle, you need a nozzle for the best results to direct the heat. And you just want to use that nozzle to, again, have it right up on the hair and pull and hold and pull and roll. You see this? You're going to have to put some arm work in, but it won't kill you. Underneath, let the blow dryer just dry those ends, because again, you really want to get the hair dry, and you want to get it dry completely through the strand, not just on top. You want to, your hair has like a core and a shell around it. Like the follicle has like an anatomy of its own. You want to get it dry to the center. And, you brush, you smooth, go underneath. But I just really noticed big results when you, again, have the hair kind of damp and not soaking wet. Because when you have the hair a little bit damp, you can put less effort into getting it dry and more effort into smoothing it. So this is me and the crown of my hair. The crown of my hair is the thickest and the tightest part of my hair. So I have to really put in a little bit of muscle work in the crown. The bottom of my hair, like the back of my hair and the front of my hair are finer. But that crown, oh babe, she's work. Now, something else you guys might notice is that my hair is not completely even. And that's because I had a little bit of breakage in the crown area. Wearing an afro, that blow dryer today got replaced because that nozzle kept falling off. And then it just started having issues with like the power settings. I had to let it go. I will show you guys. I will link the new blow dryer in the description. I like the new blow dryer a lot better. I've had it before and I like it. Again, this is me getting into the front. I also halved the front section. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping around a little bit. But wearing my hair in an afro, when I was growing it back out, I had it short and cut low. Because I was growing it back out, I had to cut it all off after the Dominicans fucking fried it. And so I had it again short and low and curly. Well, that was a lot on my crown area, and so I had some breakage there. And so cutting the breakage out has left my hair kind of in like its own layers. But I've been trimming my hair on my own. I just went to Sally's and got a pair of shears. I highly recommend it. It's better than letting somebody that you really don't know cut your hair too much. When I went to the hairstylist last time, which is about a year ago, I just made her give me a blunt cut, and then from there I've been just trimming it on my own because all I needed was a platform. I could build from there. I am at the other section, the top section of that front section that I halved, and again, going from underneath, applying tension method, really making sure those ends are dry, applying the heat the way I'm doing it on the root to just make it nice and smooth. See, look, tension, smoothing the ends, drying the ends. Do you see this? This is how you do this, ladies. It works. Okay, so this is once I've got to the point where I'm just pressing it with a flat iron. As you see, majority of it is already done. I do not use the chase method on myself. I just detangle and then hit it with a flat iron. But I do pretty thin sections. The thinner the better, because you need the heat to permeate through. The hair is still frizzy because it's naturally super curly. So that's why we have to go in with the flat iron. So just, section and thin sections and take your time. You shouldn't be too much in a rush. And I feel like to go fast, you go slow. So if you do thinner sections, you'll realize you'll finish sooner because you don't have to keep going back in or and run over sections too many times. That's another key, is not consistently running over sections. I see Dominicans do that too. I'm calling them out because they are fucking up people's hair. Okay, you see me doing this. I might fast forward a little bit of this. I show you guys how I get through this whole section, and I just do a little bump, and you see me touch up the root a couple times, but my flat iron is on 370 degrees. I do not believe in 450 degree irons. You just don't need that to get black hair smooth. That's crazy. You don't need 450 degrees to get anybody's hair smooth. That's hotter than an oven. Your hair, hair burns at that temperature. I think it burns a lot sooner. Especially the hair in the front for me is finer. I do not need 450 degrees to achieve a smooth style. I believe that's also key in not having heat damage, is low heat. Okay, low heat and less heat. I do my hair twice a week because my scalp cannot take being washed only once a week, especially while being a little bit damp heaty with the Chinese medicine, damp, hot, whatever. So I wash it twice a week, and I just try to, keep my scalp clean and low heat, and just not damage it. I've been able to still maintain my afro after blow drying my hair for months. So this is me doing the edges in the front. I'm going around the perimeter of my head with this flat iron. Again, still on 370. I'm only using one plate. I'm just tapping the plate against my roots, and then, going backwards to create, again, that bounce in the front. And then I'm just going around the rest. And I'm just showing you, I'm sectioning off just a little bit of pieces, using the flat iron, hitting it with the one plate, and then eventually closing it, using it like a regular flat iron, and then going back. See, look at that bounce in the front. It works. And then the last part here, getting around the side, just a little bit of hair. And let's see, moving it out the way. I'm just showing it's not that much. This is how I finish it off with the edges in the front every time. It's a great way to finish. And then, yeah, there we are. And then I might touch up just a little piece, but again, I'm only using one plate to not burn myself, and it's just not necessary. But yeah, 370, you guys. And if your hair is thicker and coarser, you might need to use more heat, but I definitely don't think you need to use above 410. This is me using amla oil. I'm about to wrap my hair up. I find the best results when I rub a little bit of oil in and then I wrap it. I do not like not putting oil in, taking it down the next day, and then putting oil in, because I just find that just messes things up. I don't like that. I like to let the oil sit in and really seep in a wrap, and then take it down. It turns out amazing the next day. So I'm just rubbing it through my hair just a little tiny bit to not weigh it down, really getting those ends, and then I'm going to show you how I wrap it. So when you guys see me recording in a scarf, beautiful done hair is underneath. I just don't, when I get home, if I'm at home, my hair is in a wrap, period. So I'm just deciding which way I want to go. I am starting the wrap process. I just pick a side. Now, this is important to alternate sides. Every single night, you need to go on a different side. So if you go left one night, go right the other night, then left, then right, then left, then right. Please switch it up, because if you do not switch it up, you're going to keep your blood flow on one side, and your hair is going to grow longer on one side than the other. So switch the wrap up every night. It also keeps the bob or the hair, however long your hair is, even if it's super long, it just keeps it nice and evenly done, especially when your hair is shorter, because it doesn't have the weight yet to pull it down. So when it's shorter, sometimes, depending on which way you wrap it, especially like myself, I have a bit of uneven layers. Sometimes it may look a little bit straighter on one side and more bumped on the other side. So if you wrap it on different sides every night, it just prevents that. It just eventually will even itself out and just be a lovely bob. So I use 4 clips all the time. I always need 4. No matter how long, I've always just needed 4. Go around. I really make sure I comb, really get the back up in there. I was combing in an upwards direction to get the back. And then I put on this 2B wrap. Now, this is one thing that the Dominicans did do right, which is create these things. I don't know if they create them, but they use these and they made them popular. I love them. You do need to wash them. I wash them, but sometimes I've noticed when washing them, they get stretched out. Maybe just with time and thickness of your hair, they get stretched out. So I have some new ones on the way. They're super cheap. I believe Sally sells them. Walmart may sell them. I get mine from Amazon. And I'm just trying to, perfect it. But yeah, take the pins out, put the pins over the clips, then take the pins out once the 2B is on. I twist it to get it all, to keep all the hairs uniform and in one direction, and then this is my scarf. I think it's important to use a light silk scarf. You don't want to use necessarily heavy satins because you don't want to sweat your hair out. You want your hair to be able to breathe. Silk is a natural fiber. You can't go wrong, and it's not drying like cotton. Charmeuse is a really nice type of silk that is light and breathable. Make sure you get all of the hair, and that's how you do it, you guys. Thank you guys so much.